How we doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and just a quick video to tell you not to sell your equipment tailoring coupon and what you should use it for instead. If you have a quick look at my crystal setup here, you can see I've got no crystals in my weapons or armors that give me any bonuses to crit. If you look at my food buffs, I currently have Serendia Meal running, which gives me +1 crit. And now if you go to my profile, you can see I've got +2 crit on the right hand side, just underneath movement speed and just above fishing. So what this allows me to do is pop a elixir of strong shock, and that gives me 3 extra crit, bringing my crit up to 5 without having to use one of the perfumes that give you 5 crits, which is the spirit perfume elixir. This is very good for pretty much every class in the game in terms of PvE clear. To get this extra 1 crit to give me +5, because right now, as you can see, I'm getting 3 from the elixir, 1 from the meal, and I'm getting an extra 1. The extra crit that I'm getting is from a special crystal that you can find in my outfit, my ninja outfit. It's called the Valor Crystal. To do this, you need the Tailor coupon, and to make the crit crystal one is extremely easy. Just come to Heidel and open a workshop. I've opened one for the purposes of this video. I'll be selling all these when I'm done, but open any costume mill workshop, go to manage crafting, and you can see any of these items here have +1 crit on them, and crafting them is very easy. You can find every single map on the central market, and this will cost you almost nothing at all. The only thing you can't buy from the market is the designer coupon that you need to craft the item. This is also very simple to get. When you are in Heidel, you need to speak to Ornella. If you don't know how to get to Ornella, open your map, press down on the D-pad, use your bumpers on the top of your controller, your L1, R1 if you're on PS4, and make sure you come to the Find NPC Material Vendor. This will bring you to Flaviano, which is this guy on the right. Then when you get to Flaviano, just look right and you'll see Ornella over here. What you will need to do for Ornella is you can straight buy one of those items for creating the costume. However, it is important to note that you need 500 Amity to do this. I'll show you how to get the Amity as the simplest way to get Amity from her if you don't know how to do Amity gains. But just make sure you buy the right one. So let's say you just want to buy the Musa outfit. You don't have to buy the outfit for your class. You can buy it for any class that you want. Let's just say you want to buy the Musa one. If you come down here to the crafting items, you need to get a Design Serendia Soldier Musa. So make sure you just pick the right one for the outfit that you're going to be crafting. Now to get Amity, to give you guys the simplest way to get it, you need to pick 5 different characters. If the requirement, if you look on the left hand side of your screen, you see the name Ornella, arms dealer, and underneath is requirement. If the requirement is anything besides fail to spark interest, just pick these characters every time. For your first character, just grab Lara. For your second character, grab Melissa Brady. For your third character, grab Dora Fonte. For your 5th character, grab Joel. And for your final character, grab Ciuta. There is a very small chance that you might fail with these 4 characters, because it's just slightly different every now and again when you select these characters. If you know the Amity game, is really easy to get 500 Amity with her. If you don't though, this should 9 times out of 10 just pass any requirement other than fail to spark interest with Ornella, helping you get to the next stage. You need to press X to get to the next stage after completing it. There's 3 stages you want to go through in total. So it says talk freely again. I would select the exact same characters, but let's say for argument's sake, the requirement was to fail to spark interest. If it was fail to spark interest, pick Luciano Petrio first, grab Flaviano second, grab Karine third, grab Amerigo fourth and grab Ornella last. This gives you the maximum chance of failing to spark interest. So you can say I failed on the first, failed on the second, succeeded on the third, failed on the fourth, succeeded on the fifth. It's very, very hard to fail to spark interest 5 times if that comes up. So if that does happen, just pick these characters. You probably won't be successful on that one. But this is definitely the fastest way to gain Amity with Ornella to get to 500 Amity. And then when you get to 500 Amity, you'll be able to buy one of these design costumes and pop everything in your idle storage, grab one of your idle workers. If all of your workers are working, put the worker list on your ring menu, open it up, come up to idle, tell one of these guys to just cancel their workload, and when they're cancelled, you can then just send them to craft you a costume, one of the crit costumes to give you +1 crit. And once you have it crafted, all you need to do is open your menu. You can see I've got this striker one here. This actually for casting speed, attack speed. I crafted this a long time ago before I knew what I really used it for. I don't even know why I crafted it, but I did. I've just kept it in my storage. So what you would do, for example, is click on the coupon, click on the outfit that you want to convert, and then press A to confirm. I am not going to, because I don't want to waste it for +1 attack speed and casting speed. But then if you are to press A, you would transform this costume into a different type of costume, which you can then melt. So what you would do after is go to processing, go to heating, and the costume will be just like you see the black stones here. You'll be able to click on the costume, then press Y to melt, and when it does melt, it will turn into the Ancient Spirit Valor Crystal. That, in my opinion, is the best use. Now, the final thing you're going to need to do is buy 3 Black Spirit Claw pieces to be able to create an extra slot in your Pearl Shop outfit. Unfortunately, at the minute, because of this event, there is none available, so get your pre-orders down. When you get 3 of these Black Spirit Claws, you will have to open up your inventory. Just put them in a line of 3, so let's pretend these are the Black Spirit Claws. Once you put them in just a straight line, you will be able to click A and craft it into a special claw piece. And then, let's say this is a special claw piece, you would then click A on that again, and that will open up your Black Spirit, but it will be in a special menu, which will allow you to pick your Pearl Shop costume and the special Black Spirit Claw piece to merge them together. When you do that, you will then have a crystal slot open on your outfit to be able to slot in this Valor Crystal. It is important to note you can only do it for Pearl Shop costumes that you can buy off the central market, where it is not able to be bought from the central market. So camouflages don't work, and cooking costumes and stuff like that, you won't be able to add the crystal slot into those. So it is mainly for a PvE benefit, in my opinion, because if you are PvPing and you have made a money investment in the game, you will most likely be using one of the camouflage items. But there are other costumes you can craft if you prefer to get different stat effects. For example, if you look at these costumes here that says +2 movement speed, you can craft these instead. And if you do craft these and melt and use the tailoring costume to convert it into the new type of costume and then melt it down, you will get a crystal that gives you +2 movement speed. If you were to craft one of these costumes, convert it with the tailoring coupon and then melt it down, you would get a +1 attack speed and casting speed coupon. Now for the movement speed ones, it's just as simple as before. The only difference is just different requirements down here, but in terms of the vendor item, it's also very, very easy to get. Exactly the same, you just buy from Patricia for 500 Amity. However, if you really want to get the +1 attack speed and casting speed, which I wouldn't be recommending, because you should be using Viper crystals in your gloves that should, if you got full boss gear, easily get you to +5 casting speed or attack speed. If for some reason you got a different build and you do need this, then you can get these, but it does require a bit more work. You have to craft some extra items underneath. So if we come back up here, you'd have to craft these items Again, you can buy everything to craft these items at the central market. However, to get the permit to craft it, there's one extra mechanic you have to go through. So if you are to come to the skill instructor, open your world map, press down your D-pad, very first NPC is the skill instructor. If you come to this guy, just walk into the building behind him, go up the stairs, you will see Carolina over here. What you will need to do is get behind Carolina and crouch. When you're crouched, tap Y until you get that icon, the steal icon right there, and then hold Y to steal from Caroline. And you can see there, I got pretty lucky. I just got one of the patterns straight away. It might take you a few attempts to get this pattern. Sometimes there's also a guard in this room, so if she catches you, let's see. Sometimes even if there's not a guard in the room, if she catches you. Okay, we finally failed. But there's no guard chasing us down. Oh no, there we go. Here we go. There's a guard trying to chase us down. So if the guard is chasing you down, he went downstairs. You want to just bring him this way. And as you can see, he just de-aggroes. Once he's de-aggroed, just go back to Ornella. Crouch and continue to steal. Sorry, not Ornella, Carolyn. And that is how you get your permits to craft the items for the attack speed ones. Guys, I hope this video has been helpful. Don't sell your tailoring coupons. Use them to give yourself some buffs in the areas that you want to buff yourself. And I'll catch you in the next video.